Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi ho ho, it's me, Walter White, back at it again with another episode of the Boy Time Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
Hi.
We have a slam dunk episode for you, as always.
Yeah.
I think this will be the precursor in terms of news. There's announcements of announcements that are like things, but not a whole lot of actual things. For the most part, there's some stuff. But it's another slow week and a very long kind of slog of slow weeks, like almost a month, I think, at this point. But
Yike.
Wednesday starts Gamescom, and I think they're doing something. I think QuakeCon just happened, or is currently happening as of us recording this. So I don't, care too much about the Bethesda stuff, but there is some interesting things. But before we get into that, how was your guys' week?
Dude, it was a week.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a week long.
Wow.
This was probably one of the weeks in my life.
That's like honestly insane. So I think we'll jump right into it with the gaming section of the news roundup, because that is what we have the most news for. And it's all going to be announcements of announcements, pretty much. Because, as I said earlier, we got Gamescom coming up. Jeff Keighley has been announcing what we are going to be getting details of over the past couple days. I think he's doing like a hype trailer, and I believe that's coming out sometime this weekend. I don't know, something. Or sometime, I'm not sure. He said it was supposed to come out this weekend, but we're recording this on Saturday, and it wasn't dropped today, so it's maybe coming out tomorrow? Not sure.
Maybe.
But, well, I think one of the biggest things that he announced just in general, not that I especially care, is that Gamescom is getting the first ever gameplay for the new Call of Duty.
Yes.
The Call of Duty Vanguard, which personally I won't be playing.
What?
They decided to go back to World War II for this one.
Nobody's ever done that.
Nobody's ever done that. And it's made by the people who made the other World War II game, I believe.
Yes. Just World War II.
Yeah, Call of Duty World War II. Not World at War or any of the old ones.
Not the really good one.
Yeah, not the good ones. The bad World War II one, I guess. And they just decided to stick to their guns and stay in the World War II format, even though I'm pretty sure nobody liked that game.
They had very few people that liked it, yeah.
Yeah. Because, after that they went full-on Cold War, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare. And
they made Modern Warfare, which is like one of the best ones in like over 5 years.
Yeah, they did like a complete 180 after this.
Yeah. Although this game has that Modern Warfare engine, so.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll see how it runs then. I think it's coming out we're getting footage of that on opening night. So that's Wednesday, the 25th.
And then they will probably announce the beta date, because they already announced that there will be an open beta.
Oh, okay.
But it's on PlayStation first, the same as all the other times.
Gotcha.
So it'll be like probably 3 weeks before PC, which is the real test.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably play the beta.
I'll play the beta. I just don't think I'll be spending $60 on the game. But
is it going to be 60 or 70?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Nah, I'm not sure either.
But Treyarch is doing zombies for that game.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is one positive.
Yeah, that is a good thing.
Yeah.
I'll be back to Nazi zombies, which I guess
Probably. Yeah.
Cold War was also Nazi zombies.
For the first map, yeah.
the
They're
first
gonna
one.
do the same Cold War storyline, so it's not like a off-brand.
Okay. Well, I
So
guess that's something.
they're getting closer to like what people want. It's just they're too tone deaf to realize that nobody wants World War II again. So
Yeah.
baby steps.
Baby steps. So that might be interesting. I don't know if I'll watch Gamescom. I think it's like in the middle of the day, and
Might have it on, but
yeah, I don't think I will. I'll probably just be catching highlights because now I have class and school's starting again. So
Dang, boring school.
I know, ruining all of my gamer
school game.
dreams. Also coming, this is all going to be on Wednesday. We got some news that there's going to be a new Devolver game going to be shown off. I don't think it has a title yet. It's just a new game announcement from Devolver, and Massive Monsters is the developer. So I don't know what else they've made, but if it's a Devolver game, it's almost certainly worth checking out. I just played that new one, Death's Door, and I finished it. I think I talked about it on the podcast when I started it, and I finished it, and it was really flipping good. So give it a shot if you like isometric Zelda Metroidvanias. But we're getting a new one, just a new Devolver game on Wednesday, along with, this is a thing I've been holding out for. We are getting new details on the new Lego Star Wars game.
Yes.
Yeah. For those who don't know, this game has been in I think development hell would be an understatement, actually. It was announced in E3 of 2019 that it was going to come out in the end of the year 2020. Then the sicko mode happened. And they were like, oops, we can't release it 2020. There was another gameplay, the first gameplay trailer, I believe, came out last August, where they officially delayed the game to spring. I think they officially said Q1 of 2021. So it was like, I don't know, 4-month delay, which isn't too bad. And then as you know, the beginning of the year kept going. No details were coming out, and it was like, this game is supposed to come out in like maybe a month, and we don't know the release date or anything about it. And then they officially were like, yeah, we're going to delay it indefinitely. We'll give you guys details when it's ready, which is fine if they want to do that, I guess. And now they finally decide, hey, we're going to show you something. I don't know what it is. If it's going to
Better
be...
like it.
Well, I'm not sure. The picture that Jeff Keighley posted is a picture of, I believe this is episode 8, Rey on the Luke Skywalker weird island planet. I think it's called Octo, but I'm not sure. And it's just like, I don't know if it's going to be another trailer or if it's actually going to be gameplay. I would like actual gameplay just so that, you know, we know that they've actually been working on it. Because, like, I've been seeing reports of, like, people have been, like, leaving the company, like, big, like, lead developers and art directors and stuff, which I don't think, actually, I want to walk back lead director. I think it was just art people, which, you know, isn't like an indication that like it's going to be bad, because most of that stuff is probably done by now if they're just ironing out bugs. Hopefully that's what they're doing.
You would think.
I would think.
You'd be surprised how many changes happen like incredibly close to release when it comes to visual things.
Yeah. So that's a little worrying.
Yeah.
But it isn't like, you know, the lead guy in Halo Infinite being like quitting or Overwatch 2 situation. That's a lesser so. But I'm excited, I guess. I don't really have any expectations. And I think that was most of what's coming out on Wednesday. Oh, there is one more thing. This is going to be exciting to some, but I've never played this franchise, so I don't know. Shoot me. Jeff Keighley posted a graffiti wall in the style of Saints Row, and it says rebooting on in the graffiti, and then it linked to the Saints Row website. So it was, I think like 100% confirms that we're getting a Saints Row reboot. He even retweeted like things that were like Saints Row reboot is coming to Gamescom, and so I think it's all but officially confirmed. So that's pretty exciting if you like Saints Row games.
You know me, the greatest Saints Row fan there is.
Me too.
So that it's just like GTA, but like taken even less seriously, I think.
Yes.
Funny GTA.
I think
Yeah.
that's the appeal. I tried to play I think I tried to play the third one where you play as the president, but I could never get into that.
Yeah.
And then the
Those are
fourth
good,
one, you like go to hell, I think, which I've never played.
It's an interesting franchise.
Yeah, and I don't know who makes that, but I guess they're coming back.
I don't remember who made that. I want to say it's a Ubisoft Studios game.
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Saints Row.
Deep Silver Volition.
CD Projekt.
No.
It says
I
G5 Entertainment.
No.
It's a THQ game.
think Deep Silver Volition is the developer, and then
Yes.
THQ published it.
Yes, and
Oh.
CD Projekt is involved.
I guess. They made the Red Faction games too. I like Red Faction Guerrilla. That's a good game. So I guess this is good. I don't know. I guess we'll see on Wednesday. But that's, I think, everything that Jeff Keighley has posted about. There was some other miscellaneous gaming news. And by other, I mean, two more things, actually.
Oh.
I brought up Halo Infinite, a couple minutes ago. That had some news announced. Not good news, unfortunately. It does make me a little bit worried about the game. I guess for those who don't know, Halo Infinite is the much anticipated return to form of like Halo Combat Evolved with a grapple hook. I think Halo fans have been itching for. I am not one of those people. I've only played Reach and not much of it. But people have been really flipping excited. And they announced that that Halo Infinite will not have a co-op campaign or Forge at launch, which are huge aspects of most Halo games. I don't know if campaign co-op was in the first game, but I believe in the second one onward, you could play drop in, drop out, 2-player Halo co-op. And that was always a lot of fun. I remember playing that as a kid. And Forge is that thing where you can spawn stuff in and do weirdo stuff in Halo. So they're cutting a lot of things, and they're announcing it very close to launch. So they announced that they weren't doing that, and they're like, but we're dedicated to releasing this on holiday season. And that's not a good sign. So, yeah, I'm not sure how to take that. I'm probably not gonna buy it. I don't think I would buy it. I might play it on Game Pass if I mean, it is gonna be on there, and multiplayer is gonna be free. So, if we run out of stuff to play. So I guess we'll see how that goes. And the other gaming thing that was announced, this was actually the only thing that I noticed that was really big coming out of QuakeCon, is that Skyrim is getting another re-release.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, I know.
This is a joke at this point.
I frankly am pumped. No Elder
Let's do the
Scrolls
same.
6 news, but what we did get
Nope.
is it's been 10 years since Skyrim came out. So they're
Oh,
re-releasing
they
it.
have to do something.
Well, they are doing something. You can buy the game again.
Yes. Third
It's
time.
third time. I did see something that if you have the special edition on PC, you might be getting a free upgrade. So
Oh, I
good.
think I might actually have that.
I think
That-
that's the remastered I remastered in big air quotes because all they did was make the water better.
I think I'd probably have that. Did it come with the DLCs too?
Yes, I think
Because
so.
I for sure bought the game and the DLCs together. I didn't buy the DLCs separately. I'd
I'm
have
not
to
sure.
look.
Look it up on your Steam page.
Yes, do.
But that is coming out on November 11th. And the big thing that I saw come out of that and what everybody was kind of making memes about is that it doesn't look like they're changing a whole lot. It looks like that they're keeping the core gameplay and visuals remotely the same. You're getting a lot of the, what is it, like I don't remember what they call the Bethesda creation tools things because they
It's
didn't.
exactly that. I'm pretty sure.
Is it just creation
Or
tools?
creation kit, I think.
Something. It's like the official mods because they didn't want to have the Steam Workshop and then everybody got mad and then they eventually put up the Steam Workshop again. But you're getting a whole lot of those things with it, and they're adding fishing to the game.
Dude, that's worth it.
I don't.
I mean, I have the special edition, so I will be getting it, so that'll be worth it for sure.
I would
Well,
look
maybe,
it up.
Maybe we'll get it.
Yeah, I would, because I've been getting conflicting things where it was like it's going to be a small
Fishing.
amount of price. It'll be like a $10 to $20 to upgrade, but I've also seen some publications saying it's going to be a free upgrade, so I have
Let's see
no
what
idea.
PlayStation.blog says.
That will probably be good.
Best source.
If it's the official PlayStation thing, then it should be good.
Yeah.
But that is it for Epic Gaming news.
It was the Pokemon thing.
Oh, how could I forget the Pokemon thing?
Come on.
Pokemon.
And you're a news podcaster. This is unbelievable.
I didn't watch the
Taking my
Pokemon
business
thing.
elsewhere.
I did watch. Well, I'll get to that. On Wednesday, there was the Pokemon Direct, and there were two things that I saw that came out of that. There was the trailer for the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I believe they're called Wowie Diamond and Awesome Pearl.
Okay, I'm just going to talk about this.
Okay, you go
Okay.
then.
Cool. I am gaming journalist number 1 or number
Okay.
2.
Nice.
They just showed other trailers for it, and besides like the stupid Pokemon Home stuff, but
Dude, I
we
love
got
Pokemon Home.
details on the remakes. They are still slated for November, so that relief is there. I
That's
was
good.
expecting a delay
Yeah.
on either of the games, and none of them had a delay.
Nintendo would never delay.
There is follow Pokemon back in the remakes, so you can have the Pokemon follow you. People wanted that.
Dude, yes.
The Underground. I know me and Paul were talking about like the bases that they have.
Basically, the thing will make it or break it for me, else the game's
Yes,
incredible.
they are included.
Nice.
So those are back.
Is
You
it
can, like, add
close to the
stickers.
same?
They have the like rooms where you could decorate. That's the same, but there's also an underground, like there's a whole underground map.
Yeah, well, there was in the previous games too, But is it like in the previous game? It was just kind of like mining for fossil Pokemon.
No, there's
and
actual
stuff.
Pokemon down there.
Okay,
It's like a wild area, kind of like a Sword and
not
Shield.
bad.
So they
Good
added that,
enough.
which is good.
They did good
That's
enough
cool.
in my book.
Yes, which is good. It'd be kind of a stupid remake if they didn't include that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the battle sequences look pretty good. You can customize your Pokeball, so there's funny release animations that are cool. The fashion shows are back. I know everybody
Yes,
wanted those.
dude.
Those were the best part of the game. Yeah. So that game's looking good. I'm gonna get it just for nostalgia reasons. So take my $60, you stupid idiot Nintendo.
That's Game Freak.
Game Freak, whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Same thing.
basically.
No.
Arceus had another trailer.
Yeah.
Looks a lot better than the reveal trailer.
Doesn't
Graphics
look
still aren't
good
gonna
though.
match Breath of the Wild. It's not gonna be a possibility.
No, it doesn't even look good. Like
It's a
there's-
Pokemon game. It looks like a Pokemon game.
There's some like GameCube games that look
Yeah, it's
better
just different,
than
like, Pokemon
Arceus,
games, you know.
and
I know.
Yeah, it's
That's how Pokemon games look.
Pokemon's never been in it for the graphics, believe it or
No,
not.
definitely
They don't
not.
need to be.
And I don't ever trust them to be.
Well, I'd like it to look better than gear that's like 3 generations old. It's like really bad.
That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I know, because Game Freak's the worst. But yeah,
They ain't gonna be using Unreal Engine 5
Yeah.
anytime soon.
well, no, I'm not saying that, but it's not even like stylized. It's so flat, and like the trees look horrible.
Dude,
There's
these
like
things
really
used to be in
bad
2D.
textures on the
No.
ground. It's like, yeah, I don't know. The gameplay looked fine, but I had to turn it off because I'm like, this is the ugliest thing ever. I'm not playing this.
I don't know. I actually haven't seen it. I didn't watch any of that because I completely forgot.
Anyways,
about
the
it,
trailer showed new things. So it is kind of an RPG mixed with Pokemon. You're going to have like different quests and things. The cool thing was they're doing evolutions to Pokemon, and they're making them region specific, but it's not just a changed version like Alolan forms, because you can only get those forms. It's like an extra evolution with a different form now. So it's better than just having like, oh, you have to choose between this Pokemon or that Pokemon. It's like it evolves into that form. But we got freaking Growlithe, Braviary, Barraskewda, and it's like a Stantler or something. I think
like
Stantler has just a
Stantler.
completely new evolution, which looks kind of cool.
Oh yes,
Uh,
Stantler is underrated.
Yeah, Stantler's underrated.
Bidoof is in
He's
I
that
like
game
one.
too.
But his new evolution looks pretty cool. The Growlithe is amazing. Whoever did the character design for the new Growlithe deserves a raise.
It was me.
I think they went into like the specifics, and like it's like the evolution to match like what the terrain is basically. So it's like a precursor to everything. I think it's
Yeah.
just the Sinnoh region, like years and years before.
Because
Before
this is
what?
like the prequel.
Yeah.
That's what they were
Oh, for
saying in the
Diamond and Pearl.
trailer. That like Pokemon and humans aren't like coexisting
Very
like they are in the
early.
other games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like going back to BC, except not nearly
Pretty
as far.
much.
Maybe
Yeah,
like
kind
40
of.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig the style of it because the Pokeballs are like steampunk kind of, and everything's kind of like really old and dingy, which is cool. It's like early technology, which is good. I expected them to do something cool like that, but now that they actually did it, I'm like, good job. Because if it
Well,
was a
now I'm
regular
kinda
Pokeball, I'd hate
interested.
you. It looks fun. I'm sure it'll be good. The degrees of good, I'm not sure because Game Freak has been hit or miss. Sword and Shield is kind of but Sun and Moon was great. So they're definitely hit and miss, but huge improvement from the first trailer. Now they just need to work on stylizing further.
Yes.
But the new forms of Pokemon and everything in that regard, that looks great.
I think gameplay wise, it's showing promise,
Yes.
but it is definitely leaving a lot to be desired artistically. And I noticed
I would
that
say
also.
terrain wise,
Yeah.
because like everything else looks great.
Yeah,
Like
I
even the
would say that.
villages and stuff, they looked great.
I also, man, that the Diamond and Pearl art style also is like really weird. Like,
It's they took the 2D and made it 3D without changing proportions, so people are
Yeah.
a little freaked out.
they look like little people.
They're little chibi
The
things.
oh, I'm trying to think. There's like this specific like toy that's called
Funko Pop.
No, well, actually, kind of.
Kind of actually.
Yeah, that's a better analogy than what I was thinking of. Yeah, they do kind of look like Funko Pops. They have really big heads.
I don't mind it. I like it.
But then sometimes when you go in battles, they have regular proportions.
Well,
and
in
it's like,
battles,
that's a
they're
little
regular
weird.
proportions. That's how all the games work.
Yeah.
They just kind of condense it. Because if you look at like X and Y, and I think Sword and Shield does this as well, they don't change proportions, so they look regular all the time, and it's kind of weird. Sword and Shield looks kind of off in the camera angles. I think they did this to fix the camera angle when making a 3D game. Because Sword and Shield, the camera angles were so bad. Because your person's so tall and the landscapes are so tiny, it's like you can't fit that on the screen at all. So I feel like by doing this, they're making a true remake because it feels like the old movement system.
Oh, okay.
But once you go into battle, it looks really cool.
I don't know. I've never played Diamond and Pearl, and I don't have much nostalgia for the Pokemon franchise of video games. And I'm not impressed. Like, they're not enticing new people, really. It seems like their business model is just exploiting nostalgia, which I know this is coming from the Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I don't know. It's
You're
not
the wrong person to be speaking on this.
it's not super easy to like jump in because they aren't making the best games, and it's just like
to be fair, it's either the people with nostalgia are like already in their like late teens and stuff. Otherwise, they're like kind of young kids. Like if it looks cute, they'll play anyways. Like
right.
I have
kind of
cousins
a
and nieces and
win-win.
nephews that are getting into Pokemon at like 8 and 9, so they're
Yeah.
still doing it very correct. And by remaking games, they're actually just giving that back to people that haven't played those before. Because to play a Diamond and Pearl nowadays, you'd have to spend so much money on old equipment.
Right. Well, I think getting a Game Boy is easy. It's getting the Pokemon game cartridge.
Yes.
Yeah. Because now with the Pokemon boom that's going on, everything is like spiking.
Yeah.
Dude, how much could I sell my diamond for?
Probably a lot.
Depends. If you have the box, it's probably thousands of dollars.
I think it might actually.
Not thousands, but it's expensive.
I don't. I've seen prices that have been like $2,000 for a boxed Pokemon.
I mean, they're probably okay. Like, okay, well, that's okay. Someone's apparently selling Pokemon Brilliant Diamond for $60 on Amazon. Okay.
Oh, get it?
Pre-order probably.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah, they just opened pre-orders, I think, too.
I didn't know you could pre-order on Amazon.
Yeah, you can. Just don't.
Yeah, I would not recommend
We have
it.
someone specifically in this call that would not recommend it.
Yeah, I got The Last of Us 2 like a week later, and then they never even delivered it to me. They just canceled my order.
Oh, well. In GameStop, at least, Diamond sells for $75.
That's still a lot for an old
like
game.
That's
what I was going to say. It's not going to be like anything crazy, but it's still very expensive to play a very old game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen that like just physical media in general when it comes to games is like really spiking. And it's like, oh man, that sucks because I want to.
Inflation's really hitting gaming, my guys.
No, it's not inflation. It's like
just
collecting, and it's becoming more mainstream. So there's not as much supply.
Yeah.
So that's it for gaming news.
Yes.
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 I'm gonna sprinkle in a who asked for this news. Haven't had one of those in a while.
Who asked?
We'll see.
I know I didn't.
I did. I wrote this down when it just broke, and now it's kind of become like a big meme. So this might be old news, but OnlyFans is banning sexually explicit videos.
Okay, I did ask actually.
Literally about to go broke.
Yeah, I don't know what what this move is.
I can tell you what this move is.
Well, I saw something that it's like there's like investors and like stuff that want them
They're
to
getting
pull
ready
away.
to sell the company to somebody, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we all know what had happened to Tumblr.
Right.
I don't need to go into that. This is going to be a repeat.
Yeah.
It's gonna go tumble.
It's true. And then they're going to send me an email that asks if I still want to keep my blog name. And I say yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. A little bit of a weirdo move. I guess
It was bound to happen. It wasn't
Yeah.
going to last too much longer.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to get my Belle Delphine nudes anymore.
No.
It's a very sad
Oh, you
day.
definitely will. There will be a million other platforms that will pop up.
Do you think she'll post it on
There is
like
now a
TikTok or
demand,
something?
so someone's going to have to, do that.
Quibi,
Someone
but
about to
for
get
sex.
rich.
Quibi.
I'd buy a Quibi subscription if Belle
Okay.
Delphine was on it.
Like start making YouTube videos under educational.
Hey, there you go. Well, that was a little weirdo move.
I guess people had safe sex work for too long. Someone had to go and mess it up.
It's been they've had it easy for too long.
Yep.
Hey, well, if it's any consolation, I guess people won't be mad at iDubbbz for his
Yeah, people
girlfriend.
being mad at it is like the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's literally just dudes getting mad that they can't do that and getting mad at people for making money.
You can do that. Johnny
It's like
Sins
you
is
people are literally the guys that are buying it, so I don't know why anybody's talking.
Yeah. Also, why? Who cares?
And being against it is so stupid because this is the safest form of sex work.
Yeah, make prostitution legal, and then people wouldn't have to.
That still wouldn't be as safe.
Well, yeah, true.
Not nearly as
True.
safe. There's no risk in OnlyFans.
Hey,
That's
if
true.
they do it in Denmark, which I think they do, it's fine.
I think
It is
prostitution
America,
should
though.
be legal
Oh, it should be, but
if we want to get political. Speaking
Whoa,
of
I
politics,
thought we
we
said
have
no
to
politics.
do television show news. Not a lot, but we did get word that there's going to be a new Adventure Time show coming
Whoa.
out on HBO Max. This is not Distant Worlds. I believe we're still anticipating the last one.
maybe.
But this is going to be a strictly Fiona and Cake show.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So a literal spinoff.
Yes, it's just going to be a spin-off. The gender swapped fan fiction episodes of the show are getting their own show.
Interesting.
Nice.
So I don't think there's any word on
That's
when that's
just
coming
'cause-
out. It was just announced. So pretty cool. I hope that means we're getting the last Distant World soon.
I hope so.
Because if you haven't seen those, they're really good. So watch it. Okay, and I'm almost out of news. The only other thing I have is for music news, and I am 100% sure that Babby is going to be covering it in his segment.
I will
So-
leave it for the end
Okay.
because it will be a discussion more than just an
Okay.
announcement. So
Well, then I will pass the floor over to you, Babby. If you
past
have
the
any...
singular microphone we have in
Yeah,
the studio.
we're all in one room.
Mhm.
We're on the JRE Experience set.
We are just the Joe Budden podcast, except our workers don't quit
Right.
because we're mistreating each other.
And we only have one microphone.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yes.
Joe Rogan takes all the microphones home with him when he leaves, and so
He actually packs up the entire studio and just leaves like every single time.
He
yeah,
brings the building with him sometimes too. It's crazy.
which is really unfortunate for us because we're trying to sneak in here and record our podcast in the
Right.
same set.
We just have to like watch the clock
Right.
You notice that he does like 3.5 hour podcasts. We don't do that because he will arrive at the studio pretty soon. So we kind of have to watch the clock and make sure we're out before he gets here because he gets a little angry.
Oh, he does.
I'm sure everybody's seen that picture of him in the gym.
Oh, he's a very angry guy.
Yes, he gets very red, much like that when we're still in the studio when he gets here. It's not pretty.
No.
Oh, you darn kids, get out of my studio.
He just doesn't get it, how hard it is to be an amateur podcaster.
It's true. It's true.
It is so challenging.
So we got to deal with that, and we do have to deal with how sticky the floor gets whenever Alex Jones gets on the set.
It's kind of weird.
But, you know, that's just par for the course.
It's life.
So, Babby, walk us through music news.
Okay. I'm actually just going to do releases first because it's the least amount of time.
Okay.
You do you.
Kind of a slower week for physical music coming out, I suppose. Lord Loudy.
Oh, yeah.
Dropped the album Solar Power. I don't know why people don't like it.
Oh, people don't like it?
I do know why people like it or don't like it, but it's Twitter and it's stupid stuff.
True.
I thought it was pretty good. I think the best part of it is Jack Antonoff.
Okay.
Because he killed it.
I like him.
The record is pretty much like what the lead single sounds like for the most part. Kind of airy and summery and kind of not happy, but just kind of chill. Not bad. I don't like every song on here. Not like, you know, anything that's going to be crazy at my top of my list or anything, but pretty good. I don't think it'll have the staying power as her other releases, but I think people were expecting melodrama again, which is a weird thing to expect.
Off of the first single, people were expecting that?
Yeah, that was the other thing. It's like, why are you people mad that this is what it sounds like? Have you not heard the singles she's released?
Yeah.
I guess they just expect her to be sad all the time, which is a stupid mindset to have. You dummies.
It's because they're sad all the time.
You're supposed to be stans, and Twitter goes crazy every time an artist releases, and then she released this, and people were ripping into it for like no reason.
Wow.
Maybe it's all a joke. I don't know. Keeping up with certain musicians and then their stan Twitter, I think specifically of like Taylor Swift and stuff, it gets confusing because you don't know when they're kidding or not.
Right.
So I just feel like an old man. But there was genuinely some pushback on this one for some odd reason. But that was pretty, or it was good. I enjoyed it for the most part.
Okay.
Not anything crazy, no. And then we had Pink Sifu, which is an artist that I kind of know through Billy Woods and Armand Hammer's catalog, as he's featured on a lot of those. He has a project, Gumbo. It is very southern, like very southern hip hop. Kind of reminds me of the Spillage Village record of last year. I just listened to this today, so I can't really give too in-depth thoughts, but it was pretty dang good.
Good.
I was vibing for the most part. Didn't understand anything that was really happening. I just kind of had it on in the background, but it was pretty nice. So we'll just have to give further listens to that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's it that came out this week. I feel like there's more, but there's not.
Holy moly. Usually
this is
the
the slowest week of the summer.
5 hours.
And Lord dropped, so that's saying something.
Yeah.
I guess we can go to news then.
Okay.
I guess your weekly Donda news podcast is going to get expanded into 2 album rollouts, but we'll talk about Donda first. I said last week that there will probably be a listening party or an announcement of it this week, and that is true. You can praise me in the comments or whatever. So the third and I'm going to assume final listening party is at Soldier Field in Chicago this coming Thursday. I will be watching on Apple Music when it's happening. So I will, at the very least, give a review of that next week. At the very least. I am like 90% sure that the album will come out on Friday.
It will come out on Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
Kanye's manager and close team has pretty much confirmed that. after this listening party was announced, which makes sense if you want to think about it. I mean, things come in threes usually. And Kanye's, very well versed in the arts, so he knows repetition and all that crap.
Yeah.
And he probably, even if this wasn't planned from the start, he's made it very good based off of what he's working with. But I would assume it'd just come out on Friday. But this one's in Soldier Field, 65,000 people. This is going to be, I think he took this week to kind of prepare for it more because it is said to be like the most expensive production and the most like effort put into the listening party. So I'm guessing this is the big grand finale. And that's all people have been saying. So yeah, I'm definitely watching that one live because I had to listen to Listening Party 2 like the day after just because like the album didn't come out. So I'm like, all right, I'm done waiting. I need to like, now that this is becoming a regular thing, I need to tap in. And the album sounded like probably 85% done during that one. So I would imagine this is the last one. Everything is pointing towards that.
Okay.
If he goes any longer, it's going to get drug out more than it needs to be. But there are some changes I would like to see made. There's a Pop Smoke song that just does not need to be on here at all. And there's a couple songs as I've been listening to the Donda Listening Party 2 version of the album that Kanye doesn't have full verses laid down. He has most of his verse laid out, but there'll be parts where he just kind of mumbles because he doesn't have it fully written yet, which will be fixed, I would assume.
Probably.
There was a whole drama. It was early this week. So much has happened. Mike Dean was trolling people on Twitter saying that him and Kanye had a falling out, and everybody freaked out for about 12 hours. But it just turned out that he had like his solo show back. I don't remember where the venue is, but he went back home just to prepare for that. And I think Kanye and him were just trolling everybody by creating some kind of fake beef for some reason, because everybody knows they're just thirsty for information.
Yeah.
So that happened. That blew over. Kanye posted something on Instagram that was like an art display that he found, which pretty much lines up with what's happening. Because I think people are realizing that there's a theme throughout each listening party. And he did this on the Yeezus tour too. He referenced Dante's Inferno and kind of, I don't want to say stole, but kind of interpreted different acts and stuff. So the first listening party, he had the red jacket, and that could be like the Hell listening party. So he had the red jacket. It was a completely empty floor, just a white floor, and him just kind of walking around aimlessly.
Yeah.
Second listening party, Purgatory. I think everybody kind of knows what the set design for listening party 2 was. It was kind of just this ring full of people dressed in all black and a single spotlight on like Kanye's like room on the stadium. So that could be Purgatory, all black outfit. And now this third one is probably going to be Heaven. Everything he's posted on Instagram has been this white and light blue color, which is obviously referencing that. So it seems that theory is kind of going to be true, I would assume. Which he's kind of nuts for just realizing all this in such a short amount of time. But
yeah,
he's doing stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if his outfit is very light colored on Thursday. So he's just been posting that. He posted a picture of his first first family house in Chicago with his mother last night, I think. This is very recent to Instagram, just like a cutout on a white background. And that house is kind of like light blue, but it's very beat up and old.
Yeah.
So he's kind of giving teasers about what to expect. That could even be an album cover, possibly. Kanye's very minimalist nowadays, so I wouldn't put it past him to just put the picture of his childhood house cut out on a white background, which, I'm good with. I don't care. Kanye kind of has a certain way of putting album covers, and all of them kind of help the music anyways. So if he wants to go minimalist, I'm down with it, even though the album does not sound minimalist at all. But he posted that. People were kind of speculating that there might be like a prop of that house in the stadium for the listening party, which would be really cool if they like made a prop house out of his like original house. That'd be pretty epic. I don't know if that's even feasible in, what is this now, like 6 days away? Something like that. But it's in Soldier Field, which is a football stadium without a roof.
Oh,
So if they're going to do any set design, people will know about it beforehand.
right.
So he might try to be sneaky. But it's said to be the biggest production. So word of random happenings throughout the week. But then this morning, this morning was probably the funniest
I
part.
saw the Joker.
This dude, keep in mind, this album rollout has been happening for, well, if you want to count from the start, a year and a month and a couple days. This album rollout has been happening. But recently it's been like a month and a couple of days, and he's been radio silent. Everybody from his team is communicating for him. And the first words this man does is he posts a Joker and then writes about, because Drake had a verse on Trippie Redd's new album that came out yesterday, where Drake is taking some not so subliminal shots at Kanye and Pusha T and being annoying. And I guess Kanye didn't like that. So Joker posting in the text message thread, I guess, is what he wanted to do.
It was a very good post.
I think the funniest thing is adding Pusha T to the thread before he posted. So that was, that's getting everybody going now too. People are saying that might reignite something, but I don't know. Drake got absolutely murdered, and now he's just taking little pop shots, which is really stupid. Drake was said to have like this career-ending diss for Kanye and Pusha, and then he said, "I wouldn't release it because it would destroy their careers." And Drake's been like doing everything wrong in this freaking beef. He's so petty, which it's so Drake to be just extremely petty like that. But I feel like this is a wrong move from Drake to put that even on a song, because that Pusha T had many things lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And Kanye doesn't make diss tracks. He's been very public about doing that. So I doubt any diss track would come of it. And there certainly wouldn't be a diss track on the album, given the context of it.
Yeah, probably not.
But Pusha T will kill you again if it gets to that.
Yeah.
So that was just entertainment.
Yeah,
That's all we know right now.
I didn't have the context of the
really
whole
weird.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw that he posted a Joker meme, and I'm like, oh, what is Kanye doing?
It is weird.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand either until I looked into it. I'm like, oh, Drake. I forgot Drake got a feature on that one song that just came out.
Oh.
And of course, he has to bring it up during the height of this. But yeah, that was funny. I was just following Kanye's Instagram recently because he keeps posting things and then clearing it.
Oh.
But he likes to tease things before they happen, even like just art things where it's kind of like just a mood board for ideas of probably what he's thinking for the third listening party and the final album cover, I would assume. And then he just posts that. So
yeah,
gave me some 2018 Kanye vibes. It's kind of fun. Just like, I don't know why he posted a picture of the Joker though. So
I don't know.
This dude's 44 years old. But yeah, so I would put money on it, my predictions, that this is the last listening party and that the album will come out. This is me hoping
on Friday
that we can be done with this rollout, that it can come out, that we can just be done with it.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Well, I guess we will see.
But if, the current music landscape wasn't crazy already, Kendrick Lamar's decided to wake up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
If you can put it as that. He posted, I found it on Instagram, like as soon as it was posted. Because I checked Instagram lunch break and I saw the little black circle from him. I'm like, no way.
Mm-hmm.
He's done this before, just like he'd post something on his story and promote another artist, or I think like Reason had the most recent album besides Isaiah Rashad, so he'd posted something about that last year. But this was an actual a folder and a link.
Yeah.
That took you to oklamar.com. He had a message on there saying that he is producing his final TDE released album, and that it will be coming soon enough.
Yep.
Which is, that's something you want to hear.
Yeah.
This is confirmation. We got some leaks last year and some news stuff, but there wasn't anything confirmed. And now it's coming straight from his mouth.
Yeah.
So this is a confirmation of an album, and the rollout or lack of rollout will begin very shortly.
It sounds like he's still producing it, so it's not like close
It's
to
not
being
complete,
done. Yeah.
but when he says something, he is historically very soon to put out material.
Okay.
The Damn rollout was 3 weeks, I think.
Oh.
He put out the Heart Part 4, and then within 2 weeks the album was out. I think he released Humble, and then the album came out a week after.
Oh.
So very quick. To Pimp a Butterfly was off of 6 months, but that's because there was 2 singles.
Mm-hmm.
So historically, he doesn't drag out rollouts too long.
That's good.
I
guess
I don't know if we're going to be getting like a Heart Part 5. I feel like this kind of serves as it, just to give context of what's happening.
I don't know too much about the Heart thing, because I don't think that's on Spotify, right?
No, they are tracks that he releases prior to albums, which kind of gives a preview of what the sound will be like.
Oh, okay.
I think the Heart Part 4 had samples from Damn on it, like a lot of them. You went through like 3 different beats off of Damn, I think.
Oh.
And then gave a release date in the song, which is, I think he's done that for every album so far. I don't know if there will be another one though. But yeah, that will be soon. It feels kind of weird to say that that'll be coming soon because it's been so long. And we are in the midst of a Kanye and Drake Cold War. So this is kind of the perfect time for be like, okay, I'm just gonna wake up and drop music because you guys obviously are being petty. But if Kanye, Drake, and Kendrick all release at the end of this year, it's gonna be like one of the best years of music.
I think so.
In recent memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's his final TDE album. People started freaking out and clickbaiting, saying this is his last album, and I just want to.
I don't think that's what that was.
No, this is his last album on TDE. Last year there was news that there was kind of a falling out between TDE and Kendrick, so we've kind of known about this for a long time. But people thought it went a lot more sloppy than it did. But they're on good terms as of the note, and I think Top Dog said something about it too, where it was a mutual thing, and we're chill.
Okay.
Kendrick's not the kind of guy to have beef with anybody at this point.
No.
But
yeah,
I think when he's going to be going, this is my prediction, and it would only make sense. It'd be kind of weird if he didn't. He's just going to be going to PG Lang, which is his own artistic kind of label. They say it's not a music label, but I'm pretty sure it is. So they had that like weird cryptic video last year where they announced the company. That's when we thought the initial rollout was going to happen, but it wasn't. So I'm guessing he'll be going over there. I think Baby Keem and Georgia Smith are already artists on there. Baby Keem's actually released music with PG Lang as the label.
Oh.
So it only makes sense. I think Baby Keem's got an album ready to come out as well. So that might be the first PG Lang album, unless Kendrick wants to come out first.
Yeah.
Probably up to him at that point. But this is not the last Kendrick album, probably.
No.
Although I could see him pulling an Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Since he's very similar to him, I would think.
The wording didn't sound like that.
Lauryn Hill. Yeah, it did, but this is Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have any worries about it. If he does quit, whatever, you gave us music material that's so good and transcendent that I wouldn't be mad at all. Just kind of do your thing.
Yeah. Play a flute.
If he wants to take the Andre 3000 route or the Lauryn Hill route, that's a little bit more extreme. But
yeah, Lauryn Hill made one album.
Yes.
Well, by herself.
By herself, yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't know what it's going to sound like or anything yet. I've kind of picked up on some things since with Kendrick and Kanye, I can do this stuff where I put on a tinfoil hat because they intentionally do things. The website is just a file folder, like an old 2000s looking one. Has his note or whatever. He signed it OK Lamar, which is, I guess, K Lamar would be his thing.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be his kind of. He had Kung Fu Kenny and Damn. I think this is going to be his new moniker.
Could be.
And just reading and going through everything, I'm starting to get the feeling that he's going to be talking a lot about technology and social media and that kind of thing.
Could be.
That's kind of my early predictions. And we did have images of him last year looking like a freaking nomad sitting at a telephone booth and filming a music video like by the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been leaks that last year I think I talked about as well, where he did one song that kind of sounded like Mortal Man. I don't know if this was around that same era or not. I imagine it was a newer leak, but he rapped from the perspective of a Jackson 5 song and then switched into the perspective of Martin Luther King's speech. So he's like rapping from that perspective.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, which is like really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what do we want from a new Kendrick album?
I honestly don't have like a preference. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same way.
I don't think I want, I don't know. He certainly has enough material, like socially, of stuff that has happened in the last 2 years of stuff
Yeah, and
to
it's been
talk about.
over 4 years since Damn, so
Yeah. He could he could just like do a whole breakdown on the Trump presidency and that would probably be amazing, but I don't know if I really want
I don't think he
that.
will.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because he's been like in the letter, he's like reflecting on like what matters most, and he talks about the earth and like life and not going months without a phone. So I think it's gonna be a lot different of an angle.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I kind of think of Good Kid, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn as a trilogy.
Yeah.
And I think Dissect has kind of explained that it is kind of a trilogy. So I think this is going to be the start of something completely different.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean,
especially with the time gap.
True. Yeah, I'm not. I honestly, I'm just like, I'm here for whatever he's got. So, whatever. I would like some like introspective stuff because that's been pretty constant throughout.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would want just like, I don't know if I would want a Kendrick OK Computer where it's just like a whole thing is dedicated to anti-technology or like stuff like that.
Well, knowing Kendrick, that would be surface level.
Yeah.
I think when you get into Kendrick's music, it's extremely complex in that there's a many different themes that no other artist could touch on in that similar way.
Yeah.
So I feel like the technology might be part of it.
It could be. And I think that's an interesting aspect that he hasn't talked about, really. I mean, there's like a couple lines where he's talked about social media and stuff, but
I don't know if it'd be like technology in general. I think it'd just be like
probably social media and like stuff like
that. But I don't
that.
even think it'd be as broad as that. I think it'd be certain areas he'd tap into.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I have too much of a like. If Kendrick doesn't talk about the Boston Massacre, then I'm gonna be angry.
I'm gonna be angry.
I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But this could be something that is talked about forever, just because of what is happening currently. Donda's still getting rolled out. Drake has an album ready to drop. Kendrick has now just posted something.
Yeah.
So J. Cole got out of the way. He's just like, I'll just drop when everybody else is afraid to. Just put it out. Quick week rollout. But now I feel like the big three is usually Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. But I'm going to put Kanye in Cole's place here.
Okay.
These are the three big hitters. And if there was already a Cold War between Drake and Kanye about who's going to drop first, adding Kendrick to that, Kendrick is still a competitive person when it comes to album sales and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Drake kind of had a thing when Damn came out. So just adding him to the mix.
Yeah. I mean, is Kendrick like as commercially successful as like a... Oh, I know that Damn is like
Good
huge.
Kid's been on Billboard Top 200 for, I want to say 8 years straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is as big, if not bigger.
Oh, I know he's like big.
Drake can outsell anybody in the world. But when it comes to quality, Kanye and Kendrick are kind of top dogs.
I think, yeah.
Just when I thought Kanye was going to drop like the best album of the year, and then this guy wakes up. So
yeah, I mean, it depends on how fast he goes. He's only got like 4 months.
He got 4 months. He has a festival headline in November. I think that's the earliest he has. So
okay,
it would only make sense for something around there.
Like just
I think the summer is really hot right now, just based on the Kanye Drake thing. If Kendrick wanted to stick his hat in the arena, that might give some different connotations based off what his album content is. So
yeah,
although Kanye's album content is completely serious, so but Drake's just kind of being petty, and they're both extremely petty.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully Kanye just releases before anything goes off the rails, so I don't have to include Kanye rants and stuff into the album rollout.
Yeah, just drop it.
Based on what I've heard, it's going to be a heavy hitter. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think Kanye and Kendrick are going to be probably the best of the year.
That's the way
for me, if I had to guess. Because what else has even come out this year, like album wise? Lucy Dacus. Ooh, that might be close. Though.
Yeah. For me, there's been a million things, but
yeah,
I think the level of Kanye and Kendrick, you get the music, but you also get the cultural impact around it, and Kanye's impact with Donda already has been insane.
Mm-hmm. I think Kendrick's probably gonna, whatever he drops, it's probably gonna be my favorite.
I would tend to agree, since he is like, I guess he's still my favorite rapper. It's been a while.
Well, if he comes back,
you forget that until you hear new material, and you're like, "Yep,
he's
forgot."
Really,
it was the same with Kanye. I didn't realize until this thing started again. I'm like, "Oh, I'm forgetting that I'm witnessing like the most, like one of the best creatives of this entire like century." So
yeah, Kanye,
just have to take that back, I guess.
He's on a good roll right now, but it's like so. I feel like this is like overshadowing the past like I don't know, like 3 years, not including Kids See Ghost, where it's just like, oh, come on, Kanye, stop being an idiot.
I mean, he had like his biggest mental health patch ever.
I know.
So I don't put that on him at all. And it actually is very reminiscent of what he was in that era. So if you look back in his catalog and look at those two albums, it's not like they're outliers. Because it's perfectly where he was at that stage.
That's true.
So I don't pin that on him. But this feels like a quote-unquote return to form.
This is his My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy 2.
Of the 2020s.
Yeah.
I would actually put it up there from what I'm hearing so far. I think Thursday is going to be one of those historic things that people won't stop talking about.
I mean, probably.
Because even the second listening party like blew me away. Mm-hmm. And that was off of 2 weeks of preparation.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know if we'll do a first reaction to Donda at this point because I've heard it a lot. And I'm going to be listening to the Apple Music or watching it because I just kind of want to see it live. Mm-hmm. I don't really need to, but you know, I've waited too long for this. I've been too invested in this rollout to just like not listen to it right away.
Be a part of the movement.
Yeah. I want to say that like I was actually tempted to buy tickets and go to Chicago, but it's not realistic.
That's a long drive.
No, it's not. Chicago's 90 miles from me.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
But if you incorporate Chicago traffic, it's like 3 hours at least.
Yeah.
65,000 people going to see Kanye in his hometown, and I don't know the city.
Yeah.
And apparently ticket prices in Atlanta were about $50 for anything, except for like front row.
Yeah.
But Chicago, I'm hearing people were spending $250 on one ticket. So
yeah.
I would like to go because it'd be a once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's just not realistic.
Yeah.
But if I can at least be at the live stream when it's happening. The quality of music, like the audio quality, is really good because I think they put it through Apple Music separately. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's bad.
Okay.
I guess all the leaks I've been listening to have been from the listening party and they sound good. So
okay.
But Kendrick, maybe we might do a first reaction.
Maybe.
That could be a thing. But those are usually so dense that I don't know how much of a I mean, I'll be incredibly hype. I've been waiting for this since 2017, pretty much. But
I will probably not jive with it on the first one. True. If I've learned anything
that was my other thing.
from...
It's like usually these things grow and you miss so much on first listen.
Well, I think my big deal with listening to albums is that usually I don't like them on first. Like, even on stuff that I absolutely love. Like, even on that new Lucy album. Like, I didn't like Brando at all. And it was like a lot of the stuff was hit or miss. Didn't like First Time or Partner in Crime.
I hated Hot and Heavy first time, and now it's
really
like, yeah.
I think the ending's a little too long, but yeah, I'm just it takes a really long time for stuff to grow on me.
I feel like with Kendrick too, I wouldn't be able to react to it because I'll be so invested.
Yeah, I don't.
Kendrick and Kanye are different breeds because they're making a narrative. Yeah. And you like for sure know that there is something happening sequencing wise and everything. So I feel like I have to give 110% attention to it. Mm-hmm. So we might do dedicated reviews maybe.
We can do that.
After they've come out, or just discussions, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'd hate to have a music channel that we do and then not talk about the biggest drops of the year. But
yeah. No, we can do that.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Yeah, but my mind is still on Donda, so please come out on Friday and I can move on to this Kendrick thing.
Yeah. If it even comes out.
God, I hope so. Everything's leading towards this final moment, and people have been receiving, like people at Kanye's team have been receiving mixes.
Yeah.
Digital mixes to them, which means that they are pretty much done. You're too far gone now. Just release it.
I feel like it's got to.
You're coming back to Chicago.
Yeah,
it was like 85% done in Atlanta. Just come on.
This is the time to do it, I think.
You're reaching the peak. This is the time. Everybody's eyes are on you again.
Yep. I mean, you already had everybody's eyes, but now you really do.
Now you really do. Because it's been 2 release dates that have just flown by and 2 listening parties that have flown by.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are still waiting for just the streaming version of it to come out, which must be incredibly painful. Because I'm at least got leaks to hold me over. Yeah. I'm not trying to listen to it too much just because I want to wait for the final product. But
I guess we'll see on Friday.
I guess we'll see.
But
I think that's all that happened, or all that mattered at least.
Yeah, I think that is true. I think I saw Silk Sonic, our favorite.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
band. I don't know what to,
they're a group.
A group.
That is yep. They're definitely one of the groups.
One of the groups. They did Skate a couple weeks ago, and they have been doing rum commercials now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bruno's got a rum company now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they knew about that for a while, but now they're actually like doing marketing for it, which is weird.
That makes sense. I've been getting them in my recommended on YouTube and stuff, and it's just like official Silk Sonic rum ad. Like, okay.
They're being so commercial and stupid for this thing.
I know. It's like you are already so close to running out of time.
Yeah.
You guys gotta. I mean, honestly, if it doesn't come out in September, it's a huge missed opportunity.
So you didn't even hear about the news.
Oh, I don't know about any news.
Your heart.
Okay.
So they originally slated for autumn.
Oh, weird.
We didn't know until they said something, but they delayed it until January 2022.
Oh. Okay.
So I like how candid they're being by milking these things, because I think they said that the reasoning was like, we don't want to just be binge watched and thrown to the side, which I get, but at the same time, it's like I've had to listen to Keep or Leave the Door Open for like 6 months.
Yeah.
13 performances of it.
If this album comes out in January, that'll be 11 months after Leave the Door Open came out.
Yep. So they've confirmed it for January 2022.
Well, hopefully they hold to that.
I wasn't even mad because we have Kanye and Kendrick.
Yeah, so. No, I'm not like.
I feel like it'd be overstimulation if all of them came out the same year. My year-end list would be impossible to make.
It's probably good. I don't want next year to be like a slump for music.
It won't be. It's just that pandemic. Well, it's not over. It's resurging actually, but this little break where there was hope. People are starting to actually do things.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't even. Maybe one more single from them, but that's.
I would think they'd put one more. Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm holding you to that. Silk Sonic, my favorite group.
I want this thing to kind of get out of the way because I need some solo Anderson music again. So.
I think this is gonna be like really, really good.
Oh no, it will be.
But it's not worth this.
I'm not holding it to a Kanye or Kendrick standard, though.
No, I don't think it's gonna be anything. I just want to hear it. Yeah. I mean, like, we've been listening to Anderson. You take that with Bruno's vocals. Holy moly, that's a recipe for like the best like R&B jam pop stuff ever. And
they're just milking it.
And now they're milking it, and then they're making rum commercials.
Which I fully expected.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it for my music news, I guess, that I didn't know about.
I thought you knew about it.
I didn't. I follow Silk Sonic on Twitter. I didn't see anything.
I thought they posted about it too, or maybe just Anderson did. If you're just following the Silk Sonic account, they probably didn't.
I don't know who I'm following. I think I'm just following Silk Sonic. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't say anything about it on there. What a coward. Okay. Well, that's fine then. I would also like a Casey Musgraves album, but
yeah, she's due.
Yeah.
At this point, you can save it to 2022. I'm good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I need stuff because I don't think
you do need stuff.
I'm not gonna be like listening to Kanye all the time. Kanye is not usually my jam, but this
Order 4 for me is absolutely stacked. So we need some of your artists to come out.
Yeah. Post dropped that weird Motley Crue, and then that didn't turn into anything. So, and then John Mayer released a very underwhelming album. So I'm kind of.
You've been killing it this year.
Yeah. Kind of SOL, if you will. And I will. But that's a good podcast, I think.
Yeah, best podcast.
3